Hello garden friends. In today's video I'm going to set up 3 raised garden beds right here on my front lawn. Yes, you heard me right, my front lawn. I'm tired of watering the grass, which kind of turned into the weeds. I'd rather water food I can eat. Because my garden is so small, I try to make use of all the space on my property that I have. So once you see how I set up these beds and how wonderful it is, instead of having a front lawn, well, I just hope this encourages you to make the most of your small spaces or limited spaces as well.
The raised vegetable boxes I'm setting up right now are from Vego Garden. I purchased them with my very own money, so this video is not sponsored. The reason why I purchased from Vego Garden and not other companies is because of the color. Vego Garden in the past sent me an elevated bed and that came in pearl white. So I just wanted the boxes on my front lawn to match the other box that Vego sent me. The green boxes in my driveway garden are from a company called Vego. They sent me those for free to do a product and review video. Both companies are absolutely wonderful. And again, the only reason why I bought my current boxes from Vego is because I really wanted that pearl white color. Putting these boxes together is very simple. Both companies include all the nuts and bolts and a little Allen wrench to screw them in. I mean, even a kid could do it. It's not that hard. It's easy enough for me. Even though this video is speeded up to make it look faster, it does take some time, but I find it very relaxing and therapeutical. Really, anything that has to do with gardening is relaxing to me. Now I'm peeling off the thin protective coating. Both Vego and Vego protect their panels and product from getting scratched during shipment. I appreciate them doing that. It keeps the colors really clean and vibrant and scratch-free. Another thing I love about these raised garden beds are the variety of sizes and shapes. They range anywhere from 7 inches tall all the way up to almost 3 feet tall. The beds I'm putting together are 11 inches high. I didn't want them too high because I didn't want them to obstruct the view. After all, they are on my front lawn, but then I didn't want them too short either. So I think 11 inches is a perfect balance for my application. So far so good. I have 2 already put together and just 1 more to go. And if you noticed, I didn't throw away any of the cardboard material because that's actually going to go inside the beds. But I'll explain all that in just a minute. Now, when I said these beds came in different sizes and shapes, what I meant by shapes is you can configure these any way you want. I'm configuring mine so they're 2 feet wide and 6.5 feet long, but I can change up the panels and make them more into a square shape or even smaller. So they're very versatile, that's for sure. I want to mention something that's very important when putting these beds together. These bracing rods are so important, and they get installed right there. And the reason why you want to put bracing rods on the garden beds is because once you fill them up with soil and they get watered, what happens is these beds will bow out. They'll get wider in the center. So the bracing rods help keep them together. I did not put bracing rods on this garden bed, and if you notice in the center, see how it kind of bows out? I wish I would have gotten bracing rods for that. A lot of times the bracing rods are included with the beds, but usually those are the taller beds. These beds are only 11 inches tall and the bracing rods are not included. But still, I highly recommend you pay the extra and put the bracing rods on them anyway. Otherwise, they will bow out.
So all you do is you just take out the screw that would normally go right here, and you stick the bracing rod right like that, and then this just screws into the bracing rod and it holds it in place together. And that keeps the bed from bowing out when it gets filled with water and soil. Now I'm going to put the trim around all the edges. This is just a nice rubber that gives it an attractive final touch and also just makes it more comfortable so the edges aren't as sharp. See, you can see the black edging on these boxes, and there's also the black rubber edging on these boxes. It just gives it a nice, attractive finishing touch.
So while the metal bracing rods are not always included with the purchase of some of these beds, I'm happy to say the rubber edging is, and it's so much fun to put on. You don't need any tools, just your fingertips, and it goes on fairly easy. And in my opinion, it just gives these raised garden beds a nice, finished, polished touch. And while I'm finishing up with the edging, I just want to say I hope you're enjoying this video so far, just to see what it takes, what's all involved in setting up these raised garden beds. Some of you might be thinking about getting a raised garden bed for your garden too, and maybe we don't always know how to set them up. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just to show you how it's done.
This rubber also bonds the two ends together as well. It just kind of holds it all in place. It is a little challenging to get over both of these panel edges, but you just kind of have to wiggle it around and be persistent, and then it goes on very easy. So the company will always give about a foot extra, so all you have to do, let's see, is cut it off with a sharp scissors. There. That's pretty good. I'm really happy the way these beds turned out. I just love the look already. You know, this is something I've been wanting to do for like 3 years, and I finally got the courage to do it. So now the next step is I want to fill these beds. Now, I could fill them with all topsoil, but that could get really expensive because my estimate is each bed is going to take 8 2 cubic feet bags, and at $15 to $18 for a bag, well, you can do the math. That would be very expensive. So the smart thing to do, and what I've learned with raised garden beds, is you want to fill the bottoms with cardboard, the cardboard boxes that they came in. So cardboard, tree branches, leaves, any kind of compost and mulch you can think of to raise it about halfway. Then you want to put the garden soil in, the topsoil. Also, the cardboard definitely helps to keep the weeds down. I got all the cardboard in place. Now it's time to add some compost. I'm going to use both store-bought and compost that I've been making. I do a lot of my own composting in buckets. And while I don't think this compost is 100% done yet, I'm going to put it in here anyway. It can continue to decompose, and it'll act as a nice filler. Look at that. That's what I call gardener's gold. Actually, it's done decomposing pretty well. Lots of earthworms. Eggshells always take the longest to decompose. So I'm just going to spread it all out. And then when I plant things and the roots go to the bottom, they'll have so many nutrients. Chicken feathers. So I don't know if you have rabbits or not, but rabbit manure is so good for the garden because you can put rabbit droppings directly, a banana, You can put rabbit droppings directly in your garden. You don't have to wait for those to cure. Chicken manure is very high in acidity, so you usually have to wait for that to, I think cure is the word I'm looking for, which this already has, so I'm safe. This one is the heavy one, the granddaddy. I just need you to lift up that big bucket. Okay. Dude, are you serious? You're wearing my favorite orange hat.
Yeah, this is your favorite?
Oh
so
my,
pretty.
John, can you be serious for just one?
Okay. And pour it down there?
I just need you to lift that bucket up.
Oh, jeez. Dang.
Come over here. Okay, turn around and try not to hit these bars. If you could just set it in here and then we could topple it over. What's the matter is dude, you look so ridiculous in that hat.
Damn, this thing is not light.
Just maybe set it right there. There, okay. And then I could probably do the rest. You know you're being filmed right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's all I needed.
Well, do you need me to tip it over?
No, I think I could do it.
Oh, you just used me for the heavy lifting.
Yes, John, we just, you're such a dork. Thank you, I appreciate you.
Who loves you?
You do. Oh my goodness. Being married to that man, there's never a dull moment. But in all honesty, I love it because I have a very funny sense of humor as well. So we definitely go together very well. God knew what he was doing when he brought us back together, that's for sure. So yeah, I do a lot of my composting in buckets on the side of my house. I just put in food clippings and stuff from the chicken coop, their feathers. As you already saw, bananas, and look at this. Doesn't that look like soil? Because that's what it turned into. Look at that. This is all food that decomposed with earthworms in there. Gardener's gold. And like I said, I did buy some store-bought compost as well, just to kind of add to the mix.
You said it was one bag.
No, there's probably like 6. It's okay, you have big heaving muscles, you can handle it. Look at this, avocados, and oh, you changed your hat. Thank you.
And they changed my shirt too.
Oh, you did. Now that he knows he's on camera, he had to change his shirt. That one makes your muscles look a lot bigger anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, 2 at a time.
Showing off.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, good old compost. You can smell it.
I know, doesn't it smell so good?
Yeah.
This bed's gonna get 2 bags. And then I'll put the topsoil in last. Your butt's in the shot.
I just now thought of that too. Are we throwing these bags away?
You can put them in the garbage.
Okay.
Thanks. Getting a little bit closer. One less. So that one will go in over there. One less lawn for you to have to mow. But I left 2 feet in between so the lawnmower will still fit.
We just weed whack it.
Weed whack it, yeah. Whatever.
This spot for some reason was so hard to grow good lawn on. It was just brutal.
I got tired of fighting it. Can do a lot more with food than I can a front lawn. Okay, great. Now I'll get soil during the week and add the soil. Now I'll just need less soil because the topsoil is expensive.
Love that smell.
Okay, thanks, John. flower just brings out,
Mwah.
it brings out the blue eyes. Tomorrow I'm going to put all the soil in and do some planting. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a
Bye-bye.
beautiful day in your garden too.